Hello. I'm sorry it took a while for me to get my microphone back on. I was busy, doing some copyright claim thing in YouTube for the previous stream, the Galactic Battle stream. Uh, that's fully done, by the way. That's done. Alright, I just finished it a few seconds ago. I'm back now. Now, we will get to play a game that I have not played on this channel at all. I have played this game before, but I'm wanting to start from the very, very beginning. And so that is what I'm gonna do. I hope you will see it popping up on your screen. Yep. This game is owned by Capcom. And now, enter the game. Loading content. As you can see on the front page, this is a brand new game. Not brand new game in the sense that it was just made. Brand new in the sense that I deleted my own save game and everything was okay with it. Without playing, and this is a new one. All the old achievements that I got, I still have. I'm just gonna turn off the game music so that way I can explain this. I will be turning it back up after I finish explaining. I just want to say this right now. I deleted my save game. How I did it, it's a bit tricky. First, I'm gonna make the thing full screen, the game full screen. Now it's saving, so that way every time I launch it and press enter, it's going to be in full screen. And just to let you know, in the future parts of this series, I will not be making you sit in that enter screen and go through the images again. Every time I start an Ace Attorney Trilogy stream, from part 2 onward, there will be no timer and it'll start in this screen. This screen right here. That's it. Now, back on topic. I deleted my old save game because it has been a while since I played this game last. Now I'm back here. I am back in this game. And now I want to start a fresh game. So I deleted my old game. I made a Steam cloud save my new game, my new set of progress. Now they're both synced. So now the local save, aka this save you're seeing right now, is now the cloud save. So no errors will happen again. This is going to be a completely new game. The only things that were saved from my original game was the completion of the first case, which was basically the tutorial case of the game, which is relatively short and can be done in a single video, and the achievement for playing the game at least once. At least once. Those are the only two things that were saved after the total deletion. Now, when saving, I can start with the Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations, and then just Ace Attorney. Alright, so this is the first game. This is in the series of the 3. Wait, was it 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, it was 3. These 3 games go back to back. It starts with this, Ace Attorney. Then it goes on to Justice for All. Then it goes on to Trials and Tribulations. So, we start off with the first one. This one. Without further ado, if you can check the description real quick, it'll show expect spoilers if you want to play this game for yourself. Expect spoilers if you want to play this game for yourself. Which means, if you want to play this game and you're watching this right now, expect spoilers for the game. Just to let you know. Expect spoilers for this game if you plan on playing it in the future. If you are fine with spoilers, please continue watching it. But if you do not want spoilers, please stop watching. And, without further ado, let's get on to it. Let's get into it. For the dialogue portions, I won't be talking that much, so that way you can read it. But I will be talking in the game, just to let you know. And I almost forgot to turn back up music. Wait, first I'm gonna... Okay, yes, I do have the audio up. Okay. So, before I start the game, I'm gonna turn the the music back up, since I explained why I deleted the game, or deleted the save game, the game's save. Now I can turn this back up, so you can focus. And the music is everything in this game. The music is amazing, seriously. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Yes. Now I'm gonna shut up. Just read. Alright, so, from now on, every time I try and talk, or every time I'm talking as the character I'm playing, okay? Not as any of the other characters, but as the character I'm playing. Now, there are some voice lines for the characters, and some of them are for my character. I won't say the voice lines and the text that comes up on screen, since they already have voice lines attributed to them, but I will be saying the text that does not have voice lines, okay? Now let's get into it. And I won't be saying the words that are in parentheses for my character, which is famous. That's who we're playing as right now. I hope for the entirety of this trilogy. But I would hope to go past across these three. anyways, that's what he said. That's what I said in my head. My character. Oh. Hi, Chief. Because I owe him a favor. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the I want to help him out anyway. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Yeah, it's him. Yeah. Yeah, I think he needs a moment to come off the meth, but, yeah, that's just a joke. That's just a joke, meaning, I don't know what to say from this moment. Just, it looks like he's on meth with his eyes. And it looks like he's actually crying meth, too. That's funny. Hey there, Larry. Oh, that's funny. He calls me Nick. You'll see why that's funny later on in the game. You'll understand why it's funny. What? What's wrong with Larry? Also, I just want to make one thing clear. The legs to my microphone broke off, for those who don't know. So, I have to lay my, microphone on its side until I get new legs for it. Which sucks, but, I can't do anything about it. My name is Wright. Here's a story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 2. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. A little nervous. Just to let you know, in real life courtrooms, judges don't test readiness of defense attorneys or prosecution attorneys. They don't really do that. But this is just a game, so I understand it. And this game is also mainly Japanese, so the Japanese legal system, Japanese judicial system, maybe a bit different from the U.S. justice system, but I'm not entirely sure, since I don't really know much of the legal system in Japan. But in the U.S., judges do not give tests to defense or prosecution attorneys at all. That just doesn't happen. But this is a game based in a different country, so I'm gonna give it a pass. Let's get on with it. Let's continue. Before you guys read this, I just want to let you know the victim's name is Cindy Stone. If you haven't played this game already, Cindy Stone is the victim. I just said the victim's name. For those of you who did play this game, you already know who she is, so just ignore that I said that. He forgot. I didn't. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. There she is, Cindy Stone, the victim in this case. Tutorial are quite forceful just to let you know. I should have just put in like a narration there, which tells you like instructions in the tutorial. And plus, I know what to press. It says the controls down below in the bottom right corner. You can see down there. So I know the controls, believe me. There's no need to tell me here is the autopsy report. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Approximate time, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you. You didn't have a chance to read that. I'm sorry. As it said, it doesn't say it's a clock in the shape of the thinker. It shows that it was the statue of the thinker, but it's actually a clock. It was in the our defendant actually made two of them. One for Cindy Stone, his girlfriend or ex or whatever, and one he kept for himself. I won't spoil what happens at the end of this case. You'll just have to see for yourself. Yep, I already know. Yeah, in the U.S. Judicial system, your defendant will never be called to the stand. This is sometimes a violation of the First Amendment right. Which is to prevent self-incrimination. If this game took place in the U.S., Mr. Payne would probably be kicked off, and a new prosecutor would be called on. But this is based in a different country, so they have different judicial rules or laws or whatnot. But in the U.S., this would not fly. But this is not the U.S., which this game is taking place. This is taking place in a different country, so they have different rules when it comes to court procedures or things like that. So, yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything about it. So, yeah. Chief, what do I do now? Of those couples ended up dying. Just a little fun fact. They both ended up dying, if you didn't. You are correct, Phoenix. They did. Options that I can't get to in that screen. See? I can only get to it in here. I would have hoped there would be an option in there that will allow us to flip over evidence to see what's on the other side. That doesn't matter now, but it will later on. So, just keep that in mind. It will later on. Alright, we're back to this. It's not talking about that. Get that out of your head. It is something much worse. That, Prosecutor Kane is correct about that. That is what a trigger down is. They give money to people to support their lifestyles. And the reason why I say people is because there are more than one gold digger out there. So I said people instead of person, like a person's name or things like that. If you can see in the if you, remember the first cutscene when going into this, the cutscene of the actual murder taking place, you'll remember this man. Because, remember how he said he would frame Larry? Well, this is the same frame. And his name is... and his name is... him. That is his name, Mr. Frank Solid. This is him, the murderer. And they do not know yet. And my character does not. But he will soon. He's the Ace Attorney after all. That's bad. But it's true. Oh yeah, right. We can't. This is a cross-examination. We can't press or object him on anything. We can only listen. So I just read. Now, I want you to focus on the end point of his testimony. What time does, Cindy's autopsy report say? Just give it a quick second. Maybe I need to bring my cursor over to the specific part you need to look at. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Yes, he can. There's a blackout. There's a blackout. That's why the phone wasn't working. As Payne said, there was a blackout. Not this phone. Yep. It looks that way. Yeah. This game was also made in 2001. So, I'm not sure if they had cell phones like that, like what I have now to read the stream chat off of right now, back in 2001. But if not, this is realistic to the year at that time. blackout record. Yes, yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination, Your Honor. The character in game, he does not know what cross-examination is yet. But I do, since I've played this game before. It's basically just the witness repeating his testimony, and if I find any contradictions, I'll open the court record. I'll go to any bit of this evidence. This will probably be used to have some special voice lines when we're, investigating things in the future cases after this tutorial one. But I have yet to find one. These four will actually be useful. And this will, actually be, updated. I already told you that this was not just a statue of the thinker, but it's also a clock. The update will be changing this to a clock. So, yeah. Yeah, and I have to go to a specific line, a specific thing that the witness said in his testimony during the cross-examination to object him on. To go objection and say that's contradictory. In a nutshell. I just have to go to a specific line as to what he said, find evidence in here, and then go back out. Lies? What? He's lying? How do I prove he's not? Yeah, I already know the contradictions. I already know. Cross-examination. And just as a little thing so you can read the extra lines of dialogue, I'm gonna press everything. I'm gonna press every bit and line of dialogue that he says. Hold it! Isn't a man living in an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of it. What gave me But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Hold up. I didn't say Phoenix's at the beginning. Ah, right. What time did you call again? No, I'm just doing this so I can read the first one. Why use a public phone? Now, this is a contradiction, but I'm just gonna keep on pressing it so you can read the dialogue. 1 p.m. Are you certain? I'm not gonna contradict him, I'm just gonna continue so you can read. Are you absolutely 100% positive? And this is where we object.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of deaths at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? He's sweating. He's sweating. Alright, this isn't a cross-examination, this is a new testimony. So I can't press him on anything, and I can't object anything. So, just read this. If you're watching this stream, listen to me, just read this. But, if you're watching this after it's already been filmed, thank you for watching, welcome. I'm sorry you weren't here for when this stream was actually recorded, or actually streamed, but I hope you'll be here for the next one. That was a bit shorter, so it's gonna be a bit easier to press him on everything. said heard, not saw. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. Ignore that bit of audio in the background. That was just my alarm. Just ignore that. It might happen every so often during the stream, so just ignore it. Video? True. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was at 1 p.m.? Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah, they are. Little does everyone He's sweating. Now it's not he's back to normal afterwards. He's just continuously sweating. Like, he knows we have him. He's just hoping we don't end up finding out he's actually the killer. So he's sweating profusely, hoping I don't catch him. Just earlier, you said you heard it, not saw it. Again, a short testimony, which means it's not gonna take that long. Gladly. Hold it! That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Hold it! Table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? Hold it! The murder weapon? Hold it! Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? Now... Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? For your information, I just wanna let you know of this real quick. At this point, Phoenix does not know it's also a clock. He just thinks it's a statue. And Payne knows it's a clock, as well as the witness, who's actually the killer. The reason why the killer knows, which all of you know, I already said it, is because he's the killer. He's the one who killed Cindy. That's why he knows it was also a clock. And Payne also knows it was a clock because he probably investigated it somehow. The clock, I mean. So he probably knew it was a clock as well because he checked it out, or somewhat. I'm not entirely sure, but Phoenix does not know it's a clock yet. But he will hear in a bit. He will hear in a bit. Just answer the damn question, Mr. Solid. The witness knew it was our clock because you're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. I'll do better than that, Mr. Solid. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. That's not a valid objection. Faceless? Just look at the Excuse me. Just look at the witness's face. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Well, he is the thinker, after all. Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours long. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid earned and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one. Oh, I can prove that. The passport. She was out of Japan. The day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. She was out of country. we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Not guilty. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Thanks, Chief. How it all to you? Larry! You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. That's funny. Hairy butts. Oh wait, no, that was him. Just ignore that, please. Get rid of the meth eyes. Get rid of the meth eyes. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, part, at least. There it was. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. But this isn't the end of the entire story. This is only the end of the first episode. And this is the cover of the second one. Ba-ding. Wait, no need for me to make the sound effect. It's already in there. Maya is Mia's sister. If you've played this game before, you already know it. But if you haven't played this game before, now you know Maya is Mia's little sister. Yeah. In-game, her character is 17. So, yeah, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. When you see her in-game, don't even think about it. time, September 5th, 9:27. And this is our next killer. His name is Wright, and he works, well, not works, he is the CEO of Blue Corp. Remember his face. You'll see it later in this game. Yes, you will. You will see it later. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! That smell. Blood. Chief? Chief? Chief! This is, Maya. That is a really precarious position. You could probably figure out why. Chief? documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her cases, recordings, and recent rulings. Surprisingly, the chief is never good with machines. About all she used his PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model for at some garage sale for practically nothing. A perfectly normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Vanco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of these screws are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. And that is the first witness. Stop it. Stop looking. Her eyes are up there, not down there. Focus, man. Focus. This receipt will play into this case much later. You'll see. Eat! Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. And there she is, Maya. And like I said, don't you dare. I will come for you if you even try. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? So, you're the chief's... And you were here visiting this late at night? Evidence? I'm not gonna read these bits out loud. You can read them yourself. I'll only read things that actually matter. Or things that I want to read. Things like this, I'm not gonna read. There are clues. I'll only read, like, investigational clues that tie into the case. nothing's like this that don't have a hand in the case. Oh, I almost forgot this. I almost forgot that. About the thinker. The thinker? That was... Oh. Dang it. That's her. Alright, the progress has been saved. Keybind change. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I set that because the keybind is closer to enter. I would have set like backslash, one of the bracket keys, the colon, or the semicolon, the slash, the tilde, any of those, but for some reason it wouldn't let me choose that, so I had to choose P, which is the next closest. to this. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. Please, just calm down. The police. The gumshoe part is odd. What about the dip part? You know what would be worse? If his last name, instead of it being Gumshoe, his last name is Balls. That'd be way worse. And it would also be way funnier. Stop looking at the cleavage. Keep your eyes to yourself, or look at anything else. Alright? Just wait a second real quick. Alright, let's continue. It wasn't her, it was the killer. The killer is framing the person who called. AKA mine. Maya's younger sister, no, I said that wrong. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. And this is where we are going to save it. We've been on this for an hour, which is a pretty long time. It's not that long, but it's still pretty long. Anyways, thank you for watching part 1, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.